Good morning. How's everybody doing out there today? I know I look like hell warmed over, don't I? I just got up. Anyway, uh the point of this video is going to be the fact that the dryer's in the shed. It is. The dryer's in the shed. And around here, I guess that's fairly smart. I live in Louisiana, where during the summer months, you get a heat indexes of 110 regularly. Really hot, really hard for air conditioners to keep up with the house. Um, so you wind up with uh, really just really hot, and not having the dryer in the house means you don't heat up your house every time you do your laundry. But during the winter months, and right now it's actually fairly cold outside. Having to go out in your night shorts to get your clothes from the dryer can leave with a stiff breeze. So it's kind of fun to go out there and find the dryer in the shed. But this is the first video I've done like this, and it took me a little bit to catch up with the technology. And I tell you what, you might think, oh, I'll always know how to work this stuff. But one day, you're going to wake up and realize that you're not sure how all this technology crap works anymore. And you're going to find yourself poking buttons and trying to figure out how it all works. And so it took me a little bit to get this arranged so that I could do this on this little device and try this out. So this is kind of a try it video. Let's try it and see what happens. Now, for those who don't know, I'm Dave Wild, also a pen name DJ Wild. I'm an author, I'm an artist. Uh, I have 5 books of heroic fantasy under my belt. I have 5 coloring books under my belt. Not under my literal belt. It'd be very difficult to wear my pants. But I've also written a nonfiction, and those can be found at Galaxy Zento via Wix. Wix. It's a Wix site. And when you get on there, all the links are there with all the pictures and all the groovy stuff, and the blog goes there. And there's a Facebook page too, which I invite you to check out and come see. And a lot of my stories are going to be about how I'm trying to make it by writing, and how I'm trying to raise a teenager with autism. And I also have Asperger's and multiple sclerosis myself. Just our life adventures. If you tune in and see kind of how that plays out. In the background behind me, you can see some of the stuff. Like there's my hat right there. Really cool fella made that for me. His name's Rob Beltran, and that hat is made with a rubber-based paint. Has one of my characters on it, so whenever I want to represent, I have my hat. On this side over here, you can see some of my little custom models of my characters. I make little customs of them, and uh, one of those characters is just a little energy orb that flies around out there, and I just kind of made little things of them. That's the sphere. Interesting character. So there's that. I have a geek shelf. Let me go ahead and turn a little bit so you can see it. There's my geek shelf. So try and keep things interesting via the. Well, I hope that didn't mess up the recording while I was doing that. Uh, here, here's one of the things you're going to see. I'm going to lose track of where I am from time to time. I'm gonna completely just, and that's one of the as I'm sharing the effects of MS on a person. Uh, it makes you have trouble with words and things like that. But I'll get into more of those effects. I'm just kind of scatterballing it here and going different places with it. I didn't plan this video. Like I said, this is purely testing. This is totally to mess around and just uh, you know, have some coffee. Trying to get my nerves working. It's early in the morning. It's spring break. My 16-year-old is still in bed. I'll be waking him up pretty soon, and we'll be getting on with our day. I'm also a video game player. I play Fallout 76, and I run a character that I call the Wasteland Chef, so you may get to see some of that. Past that, um, there's going to be more to share coming up, and more to do. So if I can get myself used to where I'm supposed to look, uh, rather than looking over there and looking at my face, which makes it seem really strange, doesn't it? Yeah. But I am kind of I'm weird. I'm a bearded weirdo. So uh, we'll see how all this pans out. Because right now I have no idea. It's early. I haven't had all my coffee, and I have a lot to do today, as it said. So um, let's have some fun. See you soon.